What motivates people to follow Christ? This question is a timely question for each one of us to consider, and it is prompted by the gospel today. Jesus shared with us his experience of meeting a helicopter parent. Now, that term would not be used in his day, but it describes the mother of the apostles John and James, who asked Jesus to assure that her sons would have places of honor in the kingdom. I wonder what she thought his kingdom would be. Did she understand Jesus' words to her sons that they would have to suffer if they were to follow him? That they were going to encounter hostility from friends and neighbors? Was she and her sons aware of the treatment that prophets like Jeremiah endured from people who resented his being a spokesperson for God, conveying God's words to them? Or take the psalmist, for instance, and the song of the psalmist today, who heard the whispers of the crowds plotting to take his life. Poor Jeremiah lamented the treatment his own people had given him. Why, he asked, must good be repaid with evil? And it's a question that many of us continue to ask today. Ironically, Jeremiah had pleaded with God on behalf of his people, asking God to relent and refrain from any punishments for their wrongdoing. But still the people plotted to kill him. Did John and James understand that this would happen to them as well? And their mother? And us? Would we be prepared to accept suffering and hardship, to walk the road to Jerusalem? Jesus indeed was a king, and he would rule Israel, but his crown would be made of thorns, and his throne a cross. What motivates people today to follow Jesus? I'm reminded of the words of the prophet Simeon when Mary and Joseph brought the child Jesus to the temple. And as Mary and Joseph stood there wondering about all the things that Simeon was saying about Jesus, Simeon blessed them and said that Jesus was destined for the fall and rise of many and a sign that would be rejected. Those words would come to pass. In time, people would learn that to be a disciple of Jesus and to love as he loved would require all of us to pick up our cross and follow him. But not everyone would be willing to do this. What we say and what we do will reveal whether we have accepted Christ or rejected him, whether we follow him wholeheartedly or half-heartedly. Take the time this Lent, whether alone or in your families, to wrestle with the question of what motivates us to follow Jesus. What extent does it have to do with our destiny or with our service to others?